As Jawaharlal Nehru pointed out so often in his speeches and prose, India was not a poor country when our independence was snatched away. No one, I may add, travels thousands of miles to conquer a poor country. Statistics published by contemporary international scholars are proof for skeptics. In 1750, 7 years before the fateful Battle of Plassey, India had 24.5% of world manufacturing output, while United Kingdom had only 1.9%. In other words, 1 in every 4 goods on the world market was manufactured in India. By 1900, India had been left with only 1.7% of world manufacturing output, and Britain had risen to 18.5%. The Western Industrial Revolution was in its incipient stages in the 18th century, but even in this regard, India slipped from 7 to 1 in per capita industrialization. In the period while Britain vaulted from 10 to 100. Between 1900 and 1947, India's economic growth was an annual average of 1%. From such depths, we climbed first to 3% growth and then took a quantum leap forward. Today, despite 2 great international crises that rocked the world and some domestic dips, we have posted an average growth rate of more than 8% over the last 7 years. If our economy has achieved critical mass, then it must become a launching pad for the next leap. We need a second freedom struggle, this time to ensure that India is free forever from hunger, disease and poverty. As my preeminent predecessor, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, speaking from this platform on the 18th anniversary of freedom, said, "Economic progress is one of the tests of democracy. If progress falls behind rising aspiration, particularly of the young, rage will manifest itself. We are a nation that is becoming younger, both in age and spirit. This is an opportunity as well as a challenge. The young thirst for knowledge that will lift their skills and for opportunity that will put India on the fast track to the first world. They have the character, they need the chance. Education is the seed and economy is the fruit. Provide good education, disease, hunger and poverty will recede." As I said in my acceptance speech, our motto must be all for knowledge and knowledge for all. Visions cannot be an open-ended vista. It must be focused on our youth. My fellow citizens, notwithstanding the tremendous pressure of an adverse external environment, our economy today is more resilient and confident. 2 decades of steady economic reforms have contributed to improvement in average income and consumption levels in both rural and urban areas. There is newfound dynamism in some of the most backward areas, bringing them into the national economic mainstream. Yet, there are several gaps that need to be bridged. Clean devolution has to be extended to the eastern region of our country. Creation of high-quality infrastructure has to be fast-tracked. Education and health services have to reach the last man at the earliest. Much has been done. A lot more remains to be done.